Hello students, here you are going to start the topic functions or methods. Function is also known as method. So the first question is, what is method or a function? So we can say a method or a function is a set of instructions given to a particular purpose. When we keep the instructions, the set of instructions in a small unit, which is called a function. In other words, we can say a function is a self-contained program which is designed to perform a certain task. So here we take a simple example. Suppose you have to design an application to perform the operations of calculator. Arithmetic operations, there are number of operations performed by the calculator, but here we take only simple arithmetic operations. So you know very well, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division are the arithmetic operations. So how can we do it in terms of program? So you can take a small module, a small method for addition, in which we write the instructions to perform the addition operation. In the same way, we design another module, another method for subtraction, for multiplication and division. And at last, all modules or methods we combine, we keep in a single unit, that is an application. Okay. Now, what is the use of functions? Question is, what is the use of functions? So, we can say if we have a large program, then we can decompose or break the program in a small modules. Suppose if you have to write few instructions repeatedly in your application. So if we keep such instructions in a small unit, in a method, then whenever required the instructions repeatedly in our program, so just we can use that particular method for that purpose. No need to rewrite the instructions. Another benefit is debugging. Debugging means error detection and correction is easy, since we can easily find out the errors and correct them module wise, methods wise. If there are number of statements in a program, suppose you have a code of 1000 lines, so it is better that you can decompose the application, the program of 1000 lines in a small 100 or 200 lines module. Okay. So now when we use the function in a program, so first of all you should declare a method, which is called a method declaration. So first we see how one can declare or define a method in program. Before this, we can also talk about the types of the functions. So when we talk about the types of the functions, so these are of two types. Functions are of two types. First is library functions and another is user defined functions. So here you can see, as the name implies, the methods or functions which are already defined in a system library, they are known as library functions. For example, suppose you have to calculate the square root, so SQRT method is already defined. you have to calculate the cube root of any value. So CBRT method is already defined. In the same way, max, min, round, these are few methods falls in the category of library functions. Since whenever we have to use, so we can just call that method. But when we talk about the user defined function, so here user write the methods as per the need. What is the requirement? Accordingly, user can define the functions, and they are known as user defined functions. Now we talk about the method declaration or method definitions also. So first of all, you can see the syntax, how you can declare a method. So here we take access specifier, then return type, then method name, and here we can also take parameters. After this statement, open the curly brace, and here you can write the instructions or statements related to this particular method. So in this way we can declare any method in a program, and we can also define the method in a program. When you talk about the any method along with the parameter, that is known as method signature or function signature. Here in this statement you should know about the few things. Access specifier is optional part, may be used or may not be used. Access specifiers like private, public, protected, these are the access specifiers in the form of keywords. And parameters are also optional part, you may take or may not take, depend on the requirement. So in this way we can use the method in a Java program. Now we take a simple example. Suppose you have to perform the addition of two values. So here we take public void sum is a method name, and we have to perform the addition of two values. So here we take n1 and another variable is n2. Now third variable we take s, which will store the addition of both values n1 and n2. So here s is equal n1 plus n2, and we write system.out.println sum is equal plus s. So here you can see sum is a method which performs the addition of two values, and the return type is void. It means this method will not return any value. Since method is always return a value, if you want to return any specific value, you should also specify the data type accordingly. But if you don't want to return any kind of value, then you can use the keyword void here, and this is X is specifier, as I already told you. This is the parameter list in which n1 and n2 we defined. So this is the example. Suppose if you want to return the addition of both values, so here you can take the return type, and here we take int. Since operation is going between the integer values, so we will get the addition is also of integer type. That is why the return type is int here. And in this case, we cannot print the value here. Here we write the return statement by using a keyword return s. So this is the simple example by which you can easily understand how can we define the methods in a program. Thank you.